Sometimes it looks scintillating. Sometimes you just want to survive. Today was one of those Saturdays in Eugene where the Ducks get it done over the Bruins in a Pac-12 thriller, 38-35 as Oregon gets it done. And, of course, they are still undefeated. We got Ryan Winter on the line from Sports Chat 503. Ryan, how's it going?
Great, Mark. Thanks for having me on, man. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. Appreciate you. And Oregon was about a 2-touchdown favorite in this one. UCLA lost its starting quarterback. It was announced not long before the game that Dorian Thompson-Robinson would not be able to play. I expected a little bit more breathing room, but it was a little sketchy down the stretch.
Yeah, I think we all did. I think going into the season, UCLA had some real question marks, and no DTR tonight, but there was no problem, man. I'm telling you that Chase Griffin was awesome. He looked the part. He was smooth, operated the offense beautifully, found open players, made some mistakes. There were some big plays. There was a huge play at the end of the first half where he threw an interception. It was ran back for a touchdown. That was really the play of the game if you break it down at the end of the season.
So the Ducks still had some turnover issues despite a lot of productivity out of the passing game. Tyler Shook threw for 384 and 3 touchdowns, so he continues to get the job done.
Definitely, but he was really, really pressured early in this game. The offensive line had a tough time with this very active defensive line. There's a couple guys on there who are just really good defensive players, NFL-type bodies. And the Ducks just, it's a young offensive line. They had their issues. Shuck figured it out in the second half. Oregon running game is so potent that if Shuck just pulls it every once in a while, he's going to have real estate to work with.
So you mentioned that running game, but they had a tough job against the Bruins trying to make much there. Travis Dye, 10 carries, 40 yards. He only had about 88 yards, 2.6 yards per carry on the ground. Concerns there.
Yeah. No, that was what they were keying on. So Oregon was trying to take everything else. Oregon was really creative. I mean, Joe Moorhead's offense, man, I'm really excited to see this. The last couple of years, there's been a lot of moaning and groaning about the Oregon offensive coordinator. And this year, man, we are really excited to see him. Super creative plays, old school plays, kind of jump pass over the top of the defense for the quarterback and suck everybody in on the run and then be able to pass and really exploit the tight ends as well. Oregon's got some really good tight ends and really deep. They're running 2 tight end sets. They're using tight ends in power. They're pulling the tight ends across, and they're just being very creative.
You are an optimistic guy, Ryan, so I always appreciate that. I absolutely do. I'm just trying to get something out of you in regards to, no, a win's a win. And I totally get it because not every game's going to be a 4 or 5 touchdown win, and it's such a strange season. And UCLA obviously coming off of an effort in which they beat Cal by 24 points last week. They look to be much improved, and they gave you a game, and looked like a heck of a game. And as I mentioned to you before we started to record, I only caught maybe 10 or 15 plays at the most, but I got this thing on DVR, and I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, well, UCLA always has great players. We've always said this, they recruit fairly well in the Pac-12, and it's just whether or not they can have a coaching staff that can do something with it. We know Chip Kelly's had success in the college game before. It's taken him a little bit to try to get his feet wet down there, but I think he's building something, and I think the skill players, they're showing up. I mean, this Demetric Felton was amazing as a running back. He had a great day. And Oregon's defense, it was a little porous. They weren't tackling as well. I think we're seeing that early in the college football season across the board, but this is just, again, you got to take every game for it. It's a shortened season. This is the one game you get to play against the South. So it's just, we're going to take everything we can get at this point.
So Oregon remains undefeated. Now they get the big showdown in the Civil War, taking on Oregon State. I don't know if we can still say that, but anyway, taking on Oregon State. And 31-27 winners against Cal. So the Beavers get a big win. Yeah, and you always look forward to this one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is a great game. Always a great game. And this is something I was watching it on 2 screens today, watching the Duck game, watching the Beav game. Rarely we find the Duck fans rooting for the Beavs, but I found myself rooting for them today. And it's always nice having both these teams coming off a win going into this game. Usually it's the end of the year, obviously. This year it's a little different, but I kind of like that they kept it during the holiday break and during the Thanksgiving week.
Awesome. Ryan Winter, you got to check out his work. Keep it here on YouTube, and you just put in the search engine, search title Sports Chat 503. So go up to the search bar, Sports Chat 503. You'll find Ryan, and his work covering Oregon athletics.
Yeah.
Ryan, we appreciate you stopping by. Great breakdown. We'll talk some more Oregon football here soon. The games are just getting bigger.
Yeah. Thanks again, Mark, and happy holidays to you and your fam.
Absolutely. Same to you.
See ya.